Today in Lucy's low carb kitchen we're going to be making sausage rolls.
For our sausage rolls we're going to need the following ingredients: some minced pork or beef, some ground almonds, grated mozzarella, 1 egg, cream cheese and pink salt. First of all, to make the pastry we're going to mix together the ground almonds, the mozzarella cheese and the cream cheese. Now we're going to put those in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. We're going to stop it after 1 minute, mix it round and then put it back in for another 30 seconds. Mix it around and then back into the microwave for another 30 seconds. Okay, so now you can see that that's nice and mixed together and elastic. And the next thing we do, and actually this is pretty much the same recipe for the fathead pizza dough as well, so I'm sure I'll show you that at some point. I'm going to mix in the egg and also a pinch of salt. Okay. Mix that well together. It's a bit sloppy, but it all will mix together. There we go, that's well mixed together, and we're going to let that rest a bit and cool down a bit before we start to use it as our dough for our sausage rolls. Okay, so I'm going to turn that out now onto a non-stick piece of baking paper. There we go, put it into the bowl. You can just shape it, make sure it's nice. And now I'm just going to wrap that up and put it in the fridge to cool for a while. The next part of the process is to roll out the pastry into a rectangle. So here I'm going to put a piece of baking parchment on top and take my rolling pin, and just as you would with normal pastry, what you're used to doing, just roll it out. Let's see how that is. Lift off the top layer. Yep, that worked. Stretch it back out. Okay, now so we can take the meat. As I said, in this case it's Cumberland pork sausage meat, and just roll it into long sausage shapes, depending on how thick you want it to be, and just place it into the middle of the pastry. So take one side and roll it up and over. This is why it's so important to have the right paper. Okay, make sure that's nicely tucked in, and then roll over and over again. Now you've got a nice roll with your pastry and your sausage meat inside it. Okay, so now we need to chop these into individual mini sausage roll sizes. So let's chop it in half first, quarters. Probably going to get 16 sausage rolls from this. And then take each sausage roll and place it onto the baking tray. Now we can brush the sausage rolls with some beaten egg, just like this. Now we can sprinkle some sesame seeds on them. This is optional, you don't need to do this, but it just makes them look a bit more professional. So that's our sausage rolls all ready for the oven. Now we can cook them in the oven. They're going to cook for 25 minutes on, says 200, but I'm thinking 180 is more appropriate for my cooker. So in they go. It's the middle of the oven. We're going to set this for 25 minutes. Well, I'm going to set it for 20 and then have a look. And there you go, that's the finished sausage rolls ready for dinner tonight. Who says low carb has to be boring?